Here's a question that I recently received, and the individual wanted to know why in the heck they can't fit a particular stairway into a certain area. And I'm here to tell you that if the stairway doesn't fit, then it will not be going into that area. You can't simply make the risers larger and the treads smaller to make a stairway fit that's going to be in an unsafe area anyway. So you really have a few obstacles to consider. Will the stairway fit with the minimum and maximum treads and riser heights? The minimum riser height or the maximum riser height, I believe, is 7 3/4 inches. It might be 8 inches, but it is no larger than 8 inches. I have not found that yet. Minimum tread distance is 9 inches. I have not found anything that suggests otherwise. You might. There is going to be a minimum distance at the bottom. It's usually going to be 36 inches. Stairways are going to be 36 inches wide. And you can make them smaller, I would imagine, but I wouldn't recommend making the treads and risers. Wouldn't recommend altering those heights, because you can really get into build an unsafe stairway, and that's not what you're going to want. I mean, realistically, if you can't build the stairway and you're going to build something that's going to be real steep and unsafe, why not just put a ladder up there? It's not, it's almost going to be the same effect. In some cases, a ladder might actually be safer. Let's just say that you can actually you do have a little bit of room and you can actually move it where you have the room on the bottom. Then if that's the case, the structure is going to need to be modified, and you will need to make sure that it actually can. You need to make sure that there isn't anything in the way that cannot be moved. You might have heating, plumbing, or electrical components in the way that cannot be moved. If they can be moved, it might be expensive to move those things. So these are all things that you will need to consider before actually modifying the building to where the stairway will fit. Now, keep in mind that you might not need to modify as much of the building as you think if you redesign the stairway. So the stairway can turn at different angles, usually 90-degree angles, 180-degree angles. Here we have it comes down and rotates 180 degrees and goes back. They can rotate 90 degrees, 45 degrees, stuff like that, to make the stairway fit. Keep in mind that headroom could be a problem. If you have something like this, you have enough room to build the stairway, but you don't have enough room for the headroom clearance. And I believe the headroom clearance is 6 feet 9 inches minimum, might be 10 inches, and this is off of the top of the tread. I do have other videos on that. Visit the website for more information, or check in stairway headroom clearances. Now, there is a last obstacle, or one last suggestion, and that would be to put a spiral stairway in. Spiral stairways usually fit in cramped areas, tight spaces, but again, might not fit in your area, or might not fit for your project. If they do fit, some building codes will not allow them. They might only be allowed for a loft or a small area, something, I believe, 200 square feet and smaller. But again, you'd have to check with your local building and safety department. So if this was going to go up to an area on the second floor where it was 200 square feet or smaller, then you might be able to use them. But again, these stairways create other problems. How in the heck do you get anything up there? It's going to be difficult to get a desk up there that's larger than 3 feet by 3 feet, or 3 feet by 2 feet, something like that. Not going to be easy. Now, reason why I made this video, I get about 5 of these a year. People wondering how in the heck they can do this. And now I hope that this helps you a little bit. If you have any questions about the video, feel free to leave them in the comment area or email them to us, and I'll be glad to follow up on them as soon as possible.